Hey, my name is Simply Rich, and today I'm going to be doing a full breakdown of the Miles Rampage electric skateboard, and I'm going to show you everything about what it's for and what it can do for you. This came yesterday, and I finally had the chance to open it up right now. And I'm just going to start cutting it here through the middle. There we go, look at this, wow. So now that it's finally unwrapped and all the plastic shit is gone, I have this box right here, and it's time for me to open it to see what is inside. I can't wait to get my hands on this thing and see how it actually performs. I can't wait to start it. I can't wait to get that controller and just fling it full speed and see where this will take me. All right. Pull it up. There we go, there we go. Look at this. Isn't this just beautiful? The brand new, probably the world's fastest electric skateboard, the Miles Rampage. I'm the first one in the world to own one of these, except of course for Rob. But I am the first one in the world to actually have the prototype in my hands. In this little box, I assume that I have the remote. That's it, these are some tools. And then more stuff. There's the remote. It's so compact. Look at how it fits in my hand. It's just so easy. It even has a wrist strap so I can put it on. Has a little charger too. Great, I need one of these. This is a tool probably to fix up the wheels and tune them and everything. Ah, this is the charger. That's pretty sick. If I have to replace these bands over here, then I can use these just for a fresh new set so that they run smoothly. And I figured that I'm gonna have to charge the remote and charge the board. Now I'm gonna take a few sick Instagram videos, put them on there. Follow me at simplyrich96 if you want to see them yourself. I'm gonna be shredding this thing all day and all night, most probably. So follow me at simplyrich96 on Instagram to see what I do with it. So this is going to be the test for the Rampage. I'm here with my friend who's going to play cameraman for a while. Woohoo! Tell you a little bit about the board. I've had it for basically what, almost 24 hours now. Yeah. 24 hours, and as you can see here, this thing is just, I mean, just look at that. I'll get some more footage while driving too, but I mean, this is just, isn't it beautiful? That's epic. The fastest I've gone with it so far is 24 miles an hour. That's scary for me because I haven't driven something like this in my whole life. I had a skateboard when I was young, but I usually just sat on it. This is something completely new for me. This thing is amazing. Check it out. So the remote has a slider that goes up and down. Up for forward, down for braking. Then this one is a power button. If you press that one and hold it for 3 seconds, it turns on. Now it has a trip meter, an odometer, a speedometer. It has everything on here. It tells you how fast you're going, the distance that you were driving on one trip, and the overall distance that the board has gone. So far in the past 12 hours I've made about 30 miles. So this one is the settings button. So the settings button, basically, if you double tap it, a light goes on. If you double tap it again, the light goes off. If you tap it a single time, it switches the speed setting. Now it has 3 speed settings. Setting number 1, low speed. That's like the normal beginner speed. Tap it once, it goes to speed setting number 2. That's like the medium intermediate level speed. That's where you can go a little bit faster, but not enough to throw you off the board or off balance. And you tap it one more time and you go to speed setting number 3. That's the fastest setting that this board goes on. If you flick this one down, if you flick it down, the remote vibrates and you can go in reverse. How cool is that? It actually goes in reverse. The top speed on this thing is about 29 miles per hour. I haven't taken it that fast yet, I'm too afraid. Overall, this is a pretty impressive board. I mean, look, you see here, just look how high it is off the ground. You can go through ditches. I went through these little, I don't know what you call it, like troughs on the side of the road. I literally drove these two wheels into it and I just kept on going. It climbs over anything. It's an all-terrain vehicle. I mean, just look at how high this thing is off the ground. Look at that. That's just incredible. And then it has amazing brakes too. So let me show you. If I go backwards, look at how fast it brakes without me on it. Okay, I'm going to go back full speed. That's just a stopping and accelerating power of it. You see how it's just skidded to a halt right there? This is the iconic Rampage vinyl right here. Look, I don't know if you can see this. This is literally like sandpaper. The grip on this thing is so good that even if your shoes don't have any grip at the bottom, this thing will keep you staying on. You won't fall off the side, you won't slip, nothing will happen, because this, it even shreds my fingers when I pick it up. Like, this is only in the past few times I picked it up. Look at, this is what it does to my fingers. If it can grip my fingers like this, how well can it grip your feet? Just think about it. What airless flat run tires, that's what they are. You don't have to pump them up. They run without air, obviously. It has regenerative braking, which means that the more you use the brakes, nothing will happen to them, because they basically fix themselves. I mean, have you ever heard of something that fixes itself? And if these bands, these motor bands, like see when it runs, these bands, they turn. In the box, there's an extra set of these included for each wheel, so that when something happens to them, they snap or they just get worn out over time, you can easily just take the multi-tool that's included in the box and you can unscrew everything. You can just replace the bands and then put everything back together. Really easy, really simple, and really fast. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to be doing a speed test. Speed test to see how fast it can go and how it handles itself, secondly, on the different types of roads here in China. And there's going to be this, there's going to be gravel, there's going to be street. I'm going to test it on all of them. Secondly, I'm going to do an off-road test, which is basically going to be like on the grass over there or someplace else. And thirdly, I'm going to do an uphill test, so that you can see exactly how much power this baby actually has and how much you are going to enjoy it when you get your own. This is starting from 0, as you can see, hopefully there, 0 miles per hour. And we're going to go up on this, there we go. All right. That is beautiful. That's full speed, 24, 25 miles per hour. So I would say it handled itself pretty well on the bricks, the gravel and the road. So now it's time to go and do the off-road. So as we wrap off this day with this beautiful sunset behind me, I'm going to be showing you the grass test, the off-road capabilities of the Rampage. Now this is all uphill, as you can see. It's a little bit on an angle, like it all goes uphill like this. So I'm going to start this thing up and I'm going to show you exactly how well this thing actually performs on grass, because most electric skateboards cannot do anything on grass. They don't work on the grass, they get stuck. This thing, it just powers through everything. Now check this out. Here we go. And then even on gravel tracks like this and dogs running around, this thing performs absolutely perfectly. And I just drove over that thing. Check out how high this is. I just drove over that and it just kept going. So now that you saw what this thing can actually do from a first person's perspective, now I'm going to take you through the motions of what it looks like from the side. And I have this beautiful view behind me with the people, some dogs running around, some kids playing over there, and you get to enjoy it with me. So let's go. There we go. Now keep in mind, this grass is pretty wet and it's uphill. And if this thing can power right through that, then it can go through literally everything. This thing can just go anywhere and it can take you wherever you want to go, whether it's uphill, whether it's downhill, doesn't matter. With a maximum range of about 20 miles per single charge. This thing is going to take you places that you've never been before, I can guarantee that. So after a quick haircut, I'm back and I'm going to show you an all-inclusive real-life scenario of exactly what this bad boy can really do. So, what I prepared for you is 3 things. Number 1 is going to be the uphill test. I don't know if you can see it that well, but this is a pretty big uphill right here. A very quick, very steep uphill, and also it's very rugged. I'm going to come all the way here. I'm going to drive through this ditch right here, this crack, this broken crack part in the road. Now this one is pretty deep. I'm going to go through this one again at full speed, and then there's another one right here. So basically I'm just going to go at it. I'm going to be testing the speed capabilities of the Rampage. I'm going to be testing the off-road durability and capabilities of the Rampage, and I'm also going to be showing you how well it fares going uphill. Now the uphill slope isn't that long, but it's very steep and very short, but just to show you the acceleration power of what it has. Now I've shown you what it can do on the grass, right? I've shown you what it does on wet grass off-road, so now I'm going to show you what it does on this type of road going uphill. I think you're gonna love it. So I just met Michael here. He's never met a foreigner before in his life, so this is just cool. I was out here with the Rampage and he saw me and he just wanted to say hi, and he's like, he's completely out of his mind, crazy in love with this thing.
我的滑板就是很普通的那种。
你要玩了吗？
不，我不玩。我看你过来打个招呼。
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Very good.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. All right. 我们是朋友，对不对？
朋友 Yes, I'm with friend.
We're friends. Yeah.
Yes.
We're friends now. Yeah. This guy.
Wow.
I'm going to show you how well it brakes. Now the braking is very important on this thing because obviously you want to brake in time for if something unexpected happens, right? So going downhill, and look, it literally brakes dead with me on it, and if I release, it just keeps going. How cool is that? I just want to give a big thanks to Michael over here, a friend I just met, and he was willing to do the camera work for me. Really cool dude. Really thankful for him, and he helped me out a lot today. So, thank you. By the way, range report, I got about 23 miles out of a full charge. On the website it says you only get about 19 miles per full charge. Now, I personally, it might differ from person to person, but I got 23 miles on a full charge. The battery on the remote died before the board did. Luckily, I usually have a power bank with me, so I could charge the battery on the remote, which is a good thing. You can charge it with a power bank. And I got it up to full power and I continued to drive. 23 miles on a single charge with the board, and it charges overnight, like in a couple of hours. That's pretty insane. Okay, so there you have it. I mean, I think that was a pretty solid test of both the off-road, uphill, and speeding capabilities of the Miles Rampage. If you want to own one of these Miles boards yourself, feel free to click the link down below in the description while I try not to die here. And I'm just going to go back around. So feel free to click the link down below in the description. Check this out. Uphill, there we go, baby. That link will take you to the website where you get an automatic 10% discount at checkout. So when you click it, you get 10% off, no questions asked, and you can get yourself the Rampage or any other board of your choice as well. I hope you have a freaking awesome day. Stay safe, and always remember, wear your helmet, because it can get pretty crazy sometimes.